A bill to create a crime of criminal abortion, of abortion trafficking of a minor passed the Senate this week.
Soon, if someone helps a minor get an abortion, even if they're pregnant as a result of incest, they could be hit with a felony.
Democrats have concerns that the bill is so vague that even just talking to a minor about abortion could land you in jail.
State Capitol reporter Chris O'Brien has the story.
Soon in Tennessee, if you help a minor across state lines for an abortion and you're not their parent or legal guardian, you could be charged with a felony.
This bill just protects the parent's right to make a determination about an underage pregnancy.
But since the bill doesn't allow for anyone other than a parent or legal guardian or someone with their permission to help a minor across state lines, if a single father rapes his daughter, she would have no other option than to go to him.
That sounds like The Handmaid's Tale to me.
But Republicans pushed the bill through anyway. When asked if they felt like they were trying to control people's lives,
no, I don't think so. I think we're still want to make sure that the laws of the state are enforced and that there are no loopholes in those laws.
Of course, Democrats had a different thought.
Absolutely. I've said this over and over again. We're living in a totalitarian state. We are living in a state where our freedoms are being taken away.
Several Democrats also argued the language of the bill is so vague, even just discussing the possibility of crossing state lines for an abortion could land you behind bars. The bill says you cannot recruit or harbor a minor for the procedure.
That language is pretty obviously intended to be both nebulous and to reach conduct that we know we can't regulate. We can't regulate interstate travel as a state legislature. That is unquestionably unconstitutional. We've had 2 bills in 2 days that explicitly try to regulate how people talk to people.
Democrats also filed amendments to clarify that the bill would not include contraceptives or disposing of embryos and allow for someone close to or related to a minor to help them get an abortion. Republicans batted down both of those attempts, both with minimal debate. In Nashville, Chris O'Brien.
The Senate passed a similar bill this week around gender-affirming care. That bill would also create a felony for people who help minors out of state for that care.